There's a big fire on the property. Probably came from across the road. Sometimes they burn stuff, fields. It's a big one. I haven't seen one that big before. Let's talk about one of the bigger risks that I currently face, and that is forest fire. I have fought four forest fires in 20 years. 2 of them were started on the property. One of them by some people who went off to smoke, since I had a no smoking rule. And so they snuck a smoke on their way to town, and came back from town, and there was a forest fire started that then they came and told me about. I am afraid of having visitors because of things like that. A forest fire is one of the worst things that can occur in a forest, especially an unexpected one. It would be fine if we decided to burn a place on purpose. That's called a prescribed burn or something. But planned out with the ability to control it at the exact right time of the year. There's 2 times a year when we can have prescribed fire like that. And people do that here. They burn fields and plant them, and it can increase the fertility of the field. But we shouldn't have surprise fires. One fire came from across the road where a guy had burned some stuff, and then he thought he put it out and went home, and you could see exactly where it went across the road because it was covered in pine needles, and it burned across the road, got to my land, and then went ape shit. Because my land has a lot of extra wood material from branches that have fallen down. It is not a manicured forest. It is increasingly set up to have a big fire. And the response to that has to be to dig fire breaks in roads. That's one of the big purposes of roads. And also to clean up part of the forest. Clean up meaning organize it, have animals eat the underbrush. This is one reason I want ruminants, like donkeys. Could get goats. Goats are actually surprisingly low on my list. They're high on everyone else's list, but don't tell me I should have to get goats. I don't respond well to orders. But yeah, they could fit into the system pretty well, perhaps. Every cabin has to have a shovel or equipment to fight fires with. We have to be trained and prepared not to freak the fuck out and sprain our ankles or anything else when there's an emergency. Respond to emergencies in intelligent ways and remain calm. And hopefully one of the first items we do is sculpt the forest and clean the forest in ways that reduce the possibility of forest fires going apeshit. They are dangerous. It's real easy to get injured. We could lose fruit trees that we planted, that we invested, 6-7 years in, could just get wiped out by a forest fire. Wildlife that we're supporting and want to have nice places to be could get burned up. That sucks. So we will solve the forest fire. We will fight it before it ever happens, and we will not cause them. And we'll be prepared, because it's not like there's some outside agency that's necessarily going to show up. When I've had forest fires in the past, one time some people did show up, and it was the biggest one. And they worked on it for about 5 hours. We got it under control, and I spent the next 3 days checking on that fire because it would flare up in different spots. And so I couldn't even sleep. I'd set a timer to try and sleep for 2 hours, get up, walk as far as I could to check all around the fire, all the perimeter of it, because it's not going to burn in the middle of it. It already burned there. But check the perimeter and then go back to sleep. And then try and get some sleep, wake up and check the perimeter again. And it flared up again. And I got stories about forest fires. And there was one woman from Tasmania, which is a place just on the south part of Australia. It always seemed like a cool place to me. Wait, was it Tasmania? I think there's 2 places. There's Madagascar and there's Tasmania. Madagascar is off the coast of Africa, I think. Seems true. And Tasmania is south of Australia, I think. I've never been to either of those places, so I don't think I'm a dumbass because I don't know. I know a lot of stuff, but I don't know every goddamn thing. Forest fires. They're against the rules. More rules. Lots of rules. You can argue with that rule? One guy threatened to burn my forest down because I invited his ex-girlfriend to a event at my house, which he was also invited to, and she brought her new boyfriend with her. And I thought that was really rude of this guy. And we're still friends on Facebook, but I don't know why. And I did ask him about it some years later. I was like, that was really rude of you to threaten to burn my forest down because I invited your ex-girlfriend to an event, which is not a bad thing to do, you know. And he didn't remember it. He claimed not to remember it. Because when people are total piggish assholes and dangerous sociopaths, they sometimes just manage to get that out of their mind. And those are the kind of people I never want to know. I should unfriend that guy. Just forget about each other. And it's only one thing he did. He did do one other thing to his girlfriend that was pretty bad. Also, so it showed very bad character. But yeah, I'm not going to be forgiving. I have been forgiving. I've had people who got out of jail after 13 years in jail and they visited me. I've had people who were, another guy who was in jail and high level, like big bad crime kind of jail, and he was really nice. So I'm willing to have a lot of kinds of people visit, but I'm going to have pretty strict rules about social behavior. And one of those is do not start a fire. It's going to be hard to fight. Luckily I built a lot of roads. They're just dirt roads, but they act as fire breaks. But I've also a lot of branches beyond the ground. So I've both increased and decreased the risk of fire. Now the truth is, fire is not bad. It's good for the soil, and it usually doesn't get up into the trees. So we'll see. Right now, I gotta just get there and then assess it. The flames are a few meters high. The hope is that it doesn't catch the trees on fire, but we will see. Holy shit. I actually think it'd be good if it clears out the land a little bit. It goes from way over there to way the fuck over there. It looks like it did come from across the road. That's good because it didn't start on my property. Hello? All right, well, I'll try and go around it. See how far it goes. So you'll notice how it burns up trees where the resin has been collected, but it probably won't catch a tree on fire in most cases. We shall see. If it does burn the right amount, it'll actually be great because it'll clear land for planting. And I got a lot of stuff I want to plant, so as long as it doesn't go too ape shit, I'm happy about it. It's a little bit windy, and that fans the flames, but who knows? Yeah, it goes all the way up here on a cute hill, all the way up there. Shit, this is coming along pretty fast. I've never seen a fire like this here before, and we fought 2 of them before. So it's pretty exciting. It feels hot too. It's burning forest man. Oh, fuck. Shit's hitting him on the head. So as far as what to do, ¿qué debemos hacer? As I could call for help. I hate to do that, but I can't stop this shit. I can wait till it hits the road, get shovels ready, and wait till it jumps the road. It'll be a small fire, put it out then. I'm one dude, and I've got 200 meters of fire headed my way. Up there, it's unlikely to come down the hill as quick, but like up here, it's getting weaker right there. So it could just burn out. But right in here, it's not going to burn out at all. It's just burning really well. So I could keep an eye on it. I could also call all my friends in town. That's tempting. And if we do something about it, might be helpful. I'll think real quick here. Creo que aquí no va a pasar mucho. Creo que aquí no va a pasar mucho. Pero ya tal vez. ¿Ellos deben venir por aquí? ¿Ellos deben venir por aquí? Ven por aquí, señores, porfa. Ven por aquí. Tenemos herramientas. Y es más peligro por arriba. Más a mí. Well, sometimes the theoretical gets very real. And so I have theories I've been using to manage the forest here for some years. We're going to find out if those are true or not. So far, I think it'll be all right. Sí, tengo una brecha aquí. Well, we got thunder. Now we just need some rain. This would be a really good time for some rain. So the wind is changing in our favor. That's good. Oh, it just changed again. I gotta stop smoking. There's a rule against smoking.
Opa! Ahí están.
Holy shit.
Sí. Aquí. Estoy bien. Brian, las palas están allá abajo. Hay palas allá abajo. Palas.
¿Seguro?
Sí, allá había dos todavía.
Okay.
Well, we'll see what happens. Luckily there's a total of 5 guys here. And we got tools from my tool shed. So we can't stop it at the road. It's too hot. And it's not much of a road either. It's not even an official road. Una gota. A raindrop. Come on, rain. Bring it on. Now's the time. So we are pulling back because we can't stop it. It crossed the spot we tried to cross it at, and it's now going uphill at us. So we have run away, and we'll see how this goes. We're at a road here, but as you can see, it's not much of a road. I mean, this is the road right here.
Aquí pues, güey, hay que...
¿Sí?
Aquí hay que pararlo. Aquí, güey, de una vez. De una vez, fíjense. Aguas, aguas, aguas.
So we're also making some minor attempts at pre-burning some lines. So we actually get the fire to jump ahead in a controlled way, which is difficult. And then when it gets to that spot, it'll already be burned and it'll stop. So far that method is not working at all. So here's one of those attempts where we're trying to burn a spot so we can make a line ahead of it. And then we can clear it out. Or we'll just set more forest on fire. Unclear. Good idea though.
Vamos a hacer el guardarraya acá, güey, de este lado y también.
Well, the roads are working great, as I wanted them to. Really happy I have them. If I didn't, I would have a serious problem. So, and I'm happy these guys are here. 2 of them have forestry jackets on, which is cool. So this fire came from a ways away, it looks like, because they're on site. So they apparently came for this fire. Hey, it's a party. A weird party. It's very hot though, very hot. Hot party. Ma'am, what do you think? You having fun? Yeah, let's go look at the fire. Let's look at the fire.
Ah, sí, güey.
Fire makes me feel philosophical.
Oh, hay que cortarle acá, güey.
We got some more guys showing up over here. That's handy. We could use some more hands actually. What is it, por más palas? Gracias. And some more shovels up here. Luckily I've got them.
Quitarle todo el dinero. Donde llegue la tierra.
¿Te gusta el incendio?
No,
¿Por qué no?
porque los animales mueren.
Oh, yeah. Es la verdad. Algunos animales mueren. Aves, pájaros, ardillas, ratones. No voy a llorar por los ratones, pero... The wind is on our side. One nice thing is I don't have a lot of morel mushrooms around here, and morel mushrooms really like to come to places after there's been a fire. So maybe I'll get more morel mushrooms this year. In the past I've barely gotten any. Well, we're waiting on some paper cups and water. Give these guys. Well, apparently the reason the forestry guys are here is because his fire is pretty big. It started way down below, near the town, and has come up here, so it's at least a couple kilometers long, maybe 3 or 4, hard to say. But down here, look at these guys, some water here.
¡Ay! ¿Dónde andan? Ya la cortaron allá.
Es más o menos controlada.
¿Ya está bien?
Sí.
Aquí ya se va a salir otra vez la lumbre, aquí esta parte. Sí, yo quería que lloviera, dije. Aunque llueva, hijo de su puta madre, más que no, pues.
Well, that was kind of fun. It's all taken care of now. We stood around for a little while chatting. Turns out the total crew was pretty big. About 4 or 5 guys came in from Yotatiro. A couple guys from the Forestry Service. And some other guys. And some guys showed up later. That's all under control now. And we're going to keep checking it, because it could flare up any time. Hopefully there'll be some dew soon to cool things off. There's little spots of fire, but they're isolated. Nothing important. So we'll make sure it didn't go anywhere. Qué bonito, ¿no?
A mí no me gusta.
¿Por qué?
No sé. Pienso que está mal.
Aha! So this fire came from this side of the road, and it jumped the road right here. Boom! Into the bosque. And then it went crazy in the bosque. And this fire started way up there somewhere, nobody knows where. So it's burned a lot of area actually. So I'm supposed to check it every hour, 2 hours, something like that. I actually don't mind when stuff like this happens. I think it's fun. As long as nobody gets hurt. It's something exciting. Wow. It's going to change a lot of area around there though. Look how it burned the base of these fence posts. So all the bases are burned and now the fence doesn't work anymore.